discussion is about leaks, and that's because Grand Theft Auto. You guys know what Grand Theft Auto is, the video game or whatever. They were supposed to release the new trailer for it, which was supposed to be a huge deal this morning, but they ended up having to release it earlier last night because it got leaked and stuff like that. And they did a whole tweet, and they kind of sounded defeated in the tweet. Like they're like, "Here you go, here's your trailer. Like you can't wait." You know, like they wanted it to be like a special thing, whatever. But anyways, so that kind of makes me want to bring up a leak, like just leaks in general. Like, how do we feel about like when like the results of a TV show leak or like scripts, songs, or anything like that? Are you guys bothered by that? Like as fans, like do you like that stuff, or would you rather wait until they're actually supposed to be officially released?
I think half are on purpose for publicity.
You think so?
Not all, but I think a substantial amount. Oh no, it got out. The demand is so high that it got out, kind of thing. When someone leaks something, I think that's just publicity half the time.
That's a good
half
point.
The time.
That's
I
good.
agree.
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
Oh, I agree.
So you think maybe that they're doing it themselves or something, or
like you think, like when like Britney Spears with the book coming out, something that got leaked from there. You know, somebody sent something out.
Come on.
So they could get in the news cycle.
Somebody knows. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I do think it's a real issue, especially with so many things like computerized and like cybersecurity stuff. Wasn't it a couple years ago? Didn't like North Korea's like download some movies off some Hollywood studio servers or something like that, some like attack. And they just downloaded some movies ahead of time or something.
Really?
It was stuff like that, which I think it's only on purpose when it might actually lose money to somebody. Only by accident. That's the right way. Yeah. It's on purpose if it's going to make money.
Yeah. But as a fan, though, do you like? Have you ever? I mean, we always listened to songs before they were officially out. You know, back during like the LimeWire days, or you know, when we used to download. You know, that's how we used to. You know, with mixtapes and everything. And I've always wondered, like, because you know, there's like movie buffs that just love movies and stuff, but then they follow every single movies account on Twitter. And they go on all these websites, and
inevitable.
And all those is just people constantly looking for spoilers on whatever movie is about to come out.
Right. So isn't it almost inevitable then?
Yeah. So I feel like it's kind of counter, like.
Yeah, if you don't want to know, then you're going to stay off of all that stuff.
Exactly.
Because even if it's not official, it's like, you know, all the fan fiction stuff or the fans guessing. Do you really want to know, like, what the fans are guessing? Like.
Yeah. Dude, and like so many things, like people, there's so much. I know that's part of the fun of being a fan is talking about it with other people that are also fans, and it's fun. It is fun
afterwards, right?
It's fun to speculate and stuff, but like when you're on like a thing that has like 50,000 people in there, everyone's throwing out guesses. Like someone might be right.
Someone's gonna get it right.
Someone's going to get it right, and you know, it's just like
statistically speaking, someone's going to get it right.
I've heard in the last few years too, certain. It'd be like music or something gets hacked or leaked out or something, and then they'll push up some release date of something.
Yeah.
Again, I don't really.
What would be the disadvantage to that?
I don't really see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can empathize with like the artist side of it. We have this the way we crafted it to be it. We're trying to make it the way we want, and I can respect that. But also, like if you think of the intent of something like that, it's kind of humbling. Like we want this so bad, we're gonna work around all the channels we can to get to it.
Yeah,
that's kind of flattering. You would think
that is kind of flattering too, and it's not going to like Rockstar. Like it's not going to hurt them. That game's going to break records the moment. I mean, the trailer is already like the most watched video game trailer of all time. Like now, and it's just and that number keeps rising as we speak because people are watching it over and over again in the millions. So it's like it's not hurting them. They're going to have a huge payday and stuff. But it's just I've always wondered because like I've always tried to like avoid like leaks and stuff like that. Like always because I don't want things to be spoiled. But then again, if it's just a trailer, it's not that big of a deal. But when it comes to like scripts, like results of like a reality TV show, like when they like supposedly there's already coming out like there's like a news the Squid Game Challenger on Netflix. people are leaking like who was like the finalist and that and stuff. And I'm like, why would you? I don't know.
See, I really feel like it's easy to avoid if you're interested, because I do get that, like, and I guess spoilers could fall into the leak category.
Yeah.
So that could take apart. It could take enjoyment out of something a lot if you already know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But that would be so easy to avoid.
Yeah,
I do remember thinking though, like back when I used to watch American Idol or something like that, and they would talk, and it was like early days of DVR stuff, or watch it like the next night or something, and then you'd want to know what happened, but then everybody would announce it like the next day. Like, well, and you would actively try to avoid things where you might see the results of stuff. I guess it's kind of like that, kind of.
Yeah. It's almost as if like I feel like it's almost kind of like a challenge where people are kind of taking it as like, here, look at me, I know the results, or I know I've heard this song before you guys did, or something like I feel like it's kind of like bragging rights a little bit.
A lot of it is bragging rights for the people, like journalists, like sports stuff. The
to break
leakers,
it first, right?
Yeah, breaking it first. Whoever they want that credit.
Yeah.
Whenever you see like when Otani signs for the Blue Jays in a few days, and like Morosi announces it, or you know, Rosenthal, everybody's gonna be crediting Rosenthal for days.
It's like a
for
race,
breaking it.
right? Because you're the
It's
one.
like the photographer when they try to get the baby, the famous baby.
So and so it's the famous baby.
The
who gets
famous
first
baby,
one.
yeah, the first one, and
The
they
first
pay like
picture.
$1 million for the.
Oh yeah, I remember like Trump's mugshot when people
Yeah.
were like waiting for that, and then it didn't
Yeah.
even happen, right?
Didn't even happen.
Nope.
They didn't
There was a
release it,
mugshot.
did they?
Yeah,
Did
I
they?
remember on the internet.
I
Huh?
just think it was pretty underwhelming.
It was underwhelming. I remember thinking, I think I put it on Family Chat. That was like the
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Trumpiest you could expect of a Trump
Yeah.
mugshot.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like I said, like I don't think leaks it really hurts that like from a business standpoint. I don't think it's really hurting anyone. I don't think they're
When
really.
you're talking like entertainment.
Yeah. I think it
You know?
more just hurts like the fans that are actually like wanting to.
Be
and
surprised.
I think this is more about like movies and more about things that can be spoiled. Like you can't really spoil a song. You know what I mean? Like. can
So
you?
let's think how I'm just trying to think. Yeah, song maybe not, but say some movie. Say this is 20 years ago and like The Sixth Sense comes out.
Yeah.
And it gets hacked or something, or someone leaks it out. Oh, he's been dead the whole time, and that goes on the Twitter of the day
Yeah.
or something. And then would the movie probably not be as
It probably wouldn't have been as good.
probably wouldn't have been as good
Yeah.
because it would have been hard to dodge that information
Right.
for so
Right.
long. But of course, it was in theaters. I remember it was like for like a year. It was in theaters,
Because isn't like.
and people saw it right away. So you were still playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, I think, a lower stakes game maybe, because you could avoid people that like, don't tell me,
Yeah.
versus seeing everything right away.
Right. That's like the others. They came out this kind of the same time
Yeah.
with Nicole Kidman, and that movie's like, oh, well, they're already dead because it was The Sixth Sense, so it's kind of like ruined.
Spoiler alert, I haven't seen the others yet.
Oh, come on! It's like a
You gotta wait 20 years to make-
20 years. I don't know how old that movie. It's like 20 years, isn't it?
You hear that debate too, like how many years does it have to be when you can comfortably talk about spoilers? 20 years seems like more than enough.
That's way more than enough.
That's way more.
If you haven't seen it by now,
You're probably not
did you
going
even want?
to.
Yeah, you probably never
Pretty
going to.
good. Success is good.
Right.
Makes you sad though. Bruce Willis, man, he could barely talk now.
Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, I don't think Kenny at all. Like,
I'm
I
not
don't-
sure he
I
can.
don't think-
It's strange. This is not related to that at all. But I came across some Netflix movie with him in it not that long ago, before the announcement stuff, and I couldn't figure out like he's like everyone else's name combined in the movie was like half of what his name was in the movie. And he had like 2 lines,
Yeah.
and I couldn't figure out why is he so not in this movie with like the Bruce Willis, and it's like straight to Netflix. I couldn't understand any of that.
Yeah.
And then a little bit later, oh, it's probably all he could remember to say.
Yeah.
Oh, kids.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
That is an awful disease that he has.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, left turn.
It's relevant. We
That's
are
a
in.
real Debbie
We are
Downer
in
right there.
Christmas.
I didn't ruin.
Christmas. That means we're in Die Hard
Die Hard
season.
season.
So.
I heard this morning on the radio that the Yahoo or something has 2 questions that determine a Christmas movie. If you take Christmas out of the theme, does it change the movie? And I forget the second one. To be honest, I forget the second question.
It might take out some memorable moments of the movie.
Right, because isn't like some famous line in the movie?
Like ho 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 and there's
Merry
well, I can't.
Christmas.
Yippee-ki-yay, but
Yeah,
that's not
right.
anything to do with Christmas. Like that could be
Yeah.
4th of July and it'd be the same movie.
Yeah. It could
But
be.
isn't the whole like okay? So I was listening to the radio. So the whole thing they said, and I don't think I've ever actually seen Die Hard all the way through, so I don't know.
Mhm.
But it's like starts at a Christmas party, and don't they work for like the Federal Reserve or something?
That's
Some-
the third
that's-
Die Hard is the Christmas is Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tie-in.
First one is the Nakatomi Plaza,
Mhm.
which is the company. I don't even know what the
But
company
isn't
is.
I don't
okay?
really know
But
what
like the
they
whole
do.
premise is like the whole reason that they're not
It was a
where they're
Christmas
supposed
party.
to be is because they're at a party.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that could easily be like company anniversary party.
It
you know,
could be.
20-year anniversary. And the
Mhm.
exact
It
same
could.
plot.
Yeah.
Exact same plot.
Well, yeah. Well, was it the whole thing was he was trying to get home to see his kids for Christmas? Like that was kind of part of the part why he was there because they had to come up with a reason why. Because him and his wife they were split, so there had to be a reason why he came from New York.
Yeah,
And
yes.
because he was like this cop, this big time cop from New York. They didn't know that because they're in LA. They had no way of knowing that at the time. So it's like
you think it was a big time cop? It was like a regular cop.
maybe it's just a red.
You think so?
That's the I don't know. That's debatable.
It's like an average.
What do you think? Is it
There was so
Christmas
cool,
movie?
like an average Joe
yeah,
that could do these things.
yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. I still watch it during Christmas season, regardless. Of
Oh, that was the question. Yeah. Can you watch it any other time of year?
See, me, I can't because
But can you watch like the Elf?
Like is Elf good?
Is
in
Elf
July?
good in like in February?
see. No, Elf is only good in the months of November and
Right.
December.
So that's what it is. That's what
yeah.
they were saying. Like
To me, though, like other people might
Yeah.
have different opinions on that because it's still a comedy, and like Die Hard is still an action movie, but
Mhm.
it's just because like I don't know when I think of Die Hard, I think of Christmas, so it's just kind of like
It's like the number one movie that people like debate over if it's a Christmas movie or
Mhm.
not, though.
yeah, just like Batman Returns. Batman Returns to me is also a Christmas movie
That's even a bigger reach.
Really?
because it takes place during Christmas.
I
Yeah,
like snow and stuff going around.
By
Yeah.
like that definition, like Harry Potter's a Christmas movie.
And
maybe.
There's always a Christmas season in every single one of them.
is
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a
So
big
many.
deal
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
Just
like,
a lot of stuff happens because kids.
it's a
do
year.
Stuff, yeah.
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 But like they were saying, like Gremlins is another big debate, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
how is that a debate when he gets the gremlin for
I've never seen
Christmas.
Gremlins.
kind of
Long time
I don't
ago.
know
Yeah.
what it is either. That was my generation looking movie.
Right? Do we have anything more about Christmas movies and leaks?
Leaks,
No.
entertainment wise, I don't think it's as
Depends on the
important.
content.
Depends on the content.
Yeah.
But if we're talking like political leaks, that's probably a bigger deal.
Oh yeah, that's true. We can get into that, but yeah.
That's like
I like whole whistleblower.
the whistleblowers,
Yeah,
the WikiLeaks,
WikiLeaks.
stuff like that. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
probably that's a bigger deal.
Massage.
much bigger view. Yeah. Okay.